Good morning. It's Tuesday, January 11th. Today we want to ask the question of whether the Monterey Bay Aquarium seafood watch list is losing its influence and reputation. For many years, people in the seafood industry have reacted to the fact that the Monterey Bay Aquarium seafood watch list has been used by countless buyers and chefs as a guide to buy sustainable seafood. But lately there's been more and more evidence that the scientific state of seafood stocks contradicts many of the conclusions that exist in the Monterey watch list. This week, for example, the Monterey Seafood Watch List brought haddock in New England into their good alternative category, saying that the stock has been rebuilt, but in fact the stock has been rebuilt for many years and has been one of the great success stories in New England. So the question in my mind is, what changed this year that made Monterey want to recognize haddock and pollock and tout the fact that, according to them, 80% of the value of New England seafood is recommended by the aquarium? Well, I think it's the growing public pressure and backlash against this kind of a seafood list that doesn't have scientific backing for its conclusions. Roger Berkowitz has gotten huge praise and credit in New England, including a letter from the Chefs Collaborative for his upcoming blacklisted seafood dinner, where he's going to feature seafood that is locally produced but is boycotted or blacklisted by the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Also today, we have a major story by Professor Ray Hilburn from the University of Washington, thoroughly debunking the very influential thesis called Fishing Down the Food Web, which said that fishermen first target the larger fish and then the smaller fish, and ultimately we have nothing but jellyfish. Hilburn has documented how, despite this being one of the most influential scientific articles of all time, Daniel Pauly's research has now been thoroughly discredited and the entire thesis is proven false. At the same time this week, we also had the NMFS scientist Steve Murawski announcing that no U.S. fishery is currently in an overfishing status. All of these point to a change in the tide. There's enough scientific evidence now of seafood sustainability and good hard data on fish stocks that the gloom and doom and discrediting of much of the fishing techniques in seafood seem to be losing ground. And we hope this trend continues. In Lexington, Mass., this is John Sackton.